Hello, am I audible to? Okay, just a second. Please let me know in the chat box, okay? Yes. Hello everyone, good evening. So from the last two lectures, we are going through the very important chapter which is nothing but surface area and volume. So for first few slides, we have just seen that what will be the actual basic formulas for what will be curved surface area, what will be total surface area and many more things, right? So after that, we'll just go through few questions where two or more gram will be the weighted in that question. Okay. So, see, the question is that a cubical block of the size 7 centimeter is surrounded by a hemisphere. What is the greatest diameter of the hemisphere can have? Find the surface area of the solid. So first thing is that I can see the question is related with a cubic block and a hemisphere. Right? So we have that cubical block of this size 7 centimeter. We have one of the question here that what will be the greatest diameter of the hemisphere can have. Can you able to see this one? Obviously, it will be just equal to the side of cubical block only, right? Then the second, we have to find what will be the surface area of the solid. Surface area is nothing but suppose we want to cover the whole figure, then you just have to calculate that how much square centimeter do we need here. So a cubical block with 7 centimeter, obviously, if we are considering about that hemisphere is surrounded on the cubical box of the length 7 centimeter, then obviously greatest diameter should be 7 centimeter. Are you getting this one? Obviously, right? Side of is nothing but 7 centimeter. So the greatest diameter will be 7 centimeter. It means that now we have the diameter of the hemisphere. So if we want to find the radius of the diameter, we just have to divide it by 2. Are you getting this one? Okay. We have to find the surface area of the solid. But here, the whole figure is nothing but one cubical block is there and one hemisphere is there. So the surface area of the solid will be total surface area of the cube plus curve minus base area of the hemisphere plus curved surface area of the hemisphere. Are you getting this one? Because we just want to cover the whole solid. So for that, whatever will be the base area of the hemisphere, it will not get covered by actual base, right? For that, for a hemisphere, we have to consider what will be the curved surface area. But there is no need to talk about this base of the hemisphere, right? It means that now if we have to find the curved surface of the solid, the only thing is that first of all we'll find out what will be the total surface area of the cube. After that, we'll just subtract the total surface area for base area of the hemisphere, and again we have to add curved surface area of the hemisphere. Are you getting this one, everyone? It means that if you will just look the figure from the upward side, suppose we have this hemisphere. So for this, we just have to consider this part. It means that we have to subtract the area of the circular. That is nothing but the area of base of this hemisphere from this. Done up to this. So we know that what will be the value for total surface area of a cube, what will be value of base area of the hemisphere, and third one is nothing but what will be the value of curved surface area for the hemisphere. So for total surface area of a cube, it is nothing but there will be six faces, and for one face, the area is nothing but L square. So total surface area is nothing but 6L square. Are you getting this one? Second part is nothing but base area, but base area is nothing but it will just look like this, right? Which is nothing but a circle. So we know that area of the circle is nothing but pi r square, and curved surface area of the hemisphere will be 2 times pi r square. So the only case is that already we have the value of side of the cubical block, but we just have to find out what will be the value of r for this hemisphere. Already we have the value of diameter. So from diameter we have to find out what will be the value of r. Getting this one? Okay. So first of all, as the diameter is equal to 7 centimeter, hence r will be 3.5 centimeter. So total surface area of a cube is nothing but 6 times L square, where L is nothing but 7 centimeter. So 6 into 7 into 7. That is 6 into 7 square, which is nothing but 294 square centimeter. Then after this, second thing is that what will be base area of the hemisphere, and what will be curved surface area of the hemisphere. So for that, first of all, we'll find out surface area of solid, nothing but this, where total surface area of a cube will be 294. Base area is nothing but pi r square, and curved surface area is nothing but 2 times pi r square. So we know that minus 1 times pi r square plus 2 times pi r square is nothing but plus 1 times pi r square. And already we have the value of r, which is nothing but 7 upon centimeter. So pi will be 22 upon 7 into 7 by 2 into 7 by 2. So 1 7 will get cancelled. 2 ones are 2 12s are. So we just have to find out what will be the value of 294 plus 77 upon 2, which is nothing but 294 plus 38.5. So the final answer will be 332.5 square centimeter. Done up to this. That is, the surface area of the solid is nothing but 332.5 square centimeter. The only case is that whenever there will be a question related to solid case, and most probability if the question is based on surface area. So you just have to check that how much sides of each and every solid will get covered here. Then only you will go for the actual formula and many more things. Fine? Getting this one? Suppose, now we consider another example. Again, we are talking about a cube and hemisphere, but now the question will be something like this. For the previous question, we are just surmounting a hemisphere on the cubical block. But for this question, we have to consider a semi-spherical depression is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block such that the diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to age of the cube. So always remember that whenever there will be a question which is based on cube as well as hemisphere, usually diameter of the hemisphere is same as the cube. First thing. Second thing, whenever you have to find out surface area, we just have to check that how much sides of the whole solid will get covered. Something like this. Okay. So determine the surface area of the remaining solid. First thing is that a hemispherical depression is cut out. Hemispherical depression is cut out such that the diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to age of the cube. Okay, getting this one? It means that if you consider such type of cubical block, we just have to consider that we are cutting out the spherical shape. Sorry, spherical shape. Right? L is same as side of the cube. L is same as side of the cube. So as edge of the cube is same as the diameter, it means that we can say the radius will be L by 2. The radius will be L by 2. ये जो सारे टाइप के क्वेश्चन रहते हैं जहाँ पे आपको मिक्स्ड सॉलिड इसका केस कंसिडर करना पड़ता है वैसे भी तो इजी रहता है the only case is that we just have to check what will be the logic behind it okay are you getting this one fine so as diameter is L it means that radius will be L by 2 now we have to find out surface area of the remaining solid surface area of the remaining solid is nothing but surface area of the cube surface area of the cube and just consider subtraction of the area from the hemispherical top. Just consider subtraction of the hemispherical top plus curved surface area of the hemisphere. Curved surface area of the hemisphere. Again, the question is something like this. If you will look like the solid from the upward direction, the figure which we have drawn for the question is same. Okay. So, if you will just look at from the one upward direction, there will be something like this. So what we have to consider, if you are considering surface area of the cube, then just subtract the area of the semispherical and again add curved surface area of the hemisphere. Getting this one? So what is the formula for surface area of a cube is nothing but 6 times L square. Hemispherical top is nothing but area of the circular face and we know that area of the circle is given as pi r square and curved surface area of the hemisphere is nothing but curved surface area of the whole sphere will be 4 times pi r square. But now we are only talking about hemisphere, so just consider 2 times pi r square. So it is nothing but 6L square plus pi r square. So now r is nothing but L by 2. So just replace r by L by 2. So you will get L by 2 whole bracket square. That is, if you will simplify this one, 6 times L square plus pi times L square upon 4. So whenever we have addition of two fractions, the only case that we will consider, first of all, its denominator is same. So it will be something 24L square plus pi L square upon 4. For the last step, you can take that as a common from it. So it can be written as 1 upon 4 times L square times 24 plus pi square units. Are you getting this one? Yes, everyone, please let me know in the chat box. If you have any doubt, then you can ask anytime. Okay? Should we go for the next one? Again, we'll consider one of the question which is based on the mixed 3D solids. Okay, thank you. See, now the next question will be based on hemisphere and cylinder. So whenever there will be question based on cylinder and hemisphere, obviously there will be only two cases. Either you just consider that hemispherical part is joining with the cylinder or you will just cut out that part. Same. A medicine capsule ये बहुत ज्यादा important question है कई का ज्यादा फेवरेट भी बिकॉज कई बार ये पूछा जाता है ठीक है अ मेडिसिन कैप्सूल इज इन द शेप ऑफ अ सिलेंडर with two hemispheres stuck to each other on its end. Medicine capsule clear. The length of the entire capsule is given as 40 mm and the diameter of the capsule will be 5 millimeter. So the whole medicine capsule will just look like this. There will be a cylinder and two hemispheres. So we have to find out what will be surface area. So its surface area is nothing but first thing is that we just have to consider what will be curved surface area of the cylinder and second part is that we just have to add curved surface area for two types, right? So it is nothing but part of cylinder. So for that, for finding out its area, you just have to go for curved surface area. And similarly for these two sphere, you have to consider its curved surface area also. So now the next part is that it is given that length of the entire capsule is 40 millimeter. Length 40, but Diameter of the capsule will be 5 mm. As you have the value for diameter, you can easily check what will be the value of its radius. So that if you will just subtract this radius for 2 times, you will get the height of, or in this case, we can say that length of the cylinder part. Are you getting this one? So if diameter will be 5 mm, it means that radius will be half of it. So we'll just divide 2 times from radius, which is nothing but again 5 millimeter. So if you will just subtract 5 from 14, you will get the length of this cylinder, circular cylinder. Okay, should we go for it? So total surface area is nothing but curved surface area of the cylinder plus 2 times the curved surface area of the hemisphere. So curved surface area of the cylinder is nothing but 2 pi RH, and hemisphere के लिए आपको curved surface area क्या मिलेगा? It is nothing but pi r square. But we have to consider, 2 times pi r square. But we have to consider it for 2 times. So 2 times of curved surface area of the hemisphere is nothing but 2 times of 2 pi r, which is nothing but 4 times pi r square. But for this, we have to find what will be value of R. As D is equal to 5 millimeter, it means that R will be half of it, which is nothing but pi by 2. Right? And for finding out the length, or for finding out the H for the cylinder, we just have to subtract 2.5 and 2.5 from this 40. So that you will get height will be 40 minus 2.5 minus 2.5, which is nothing but 14 minus 5. So you will get that h of the cylinder, height of the cylinder will be 9 mm. Done up to this? Okay. So we'll just find out what is the value for curved surface area here. 2 times pi RH, but R is nothing but 2.5 and H is nothing but 9. So after calculating this, we'll just put that value of pi as it is. So you will get 45 times pi mm square or square millimeter. Done up to this? We are just putting that pi as it is so that I can that. For second case again, for that second solid as well, you have the value of pi. So for the last case, आप जब पूरा simplify करोगे तब आप pi वगैरह कॉमन लेके जो भी कुछ है कंसीडर कर सकते हैं. Second thing, आर का वैल्यू या फिर एच का वैल्यू दोनों भी 7 के मल्टीपल में थे, तो फिर क्यों आपकी कैलकुलेशन कॉम्प्लिकेटेड करने हैं, राइट? ओके, सो नाउ वी गो फॉर curved surface area for two hemisphere. Curved surface area for the hemisphere will be 2 times pi r square, but we have to consider it for 2 times. So it is nothing but 4 times pi r square, which is nothing but 2 into pi will be as it is, and 2.5 brackets, which will be 25 pi square. So now we have the curved surface area of the cylinder will be 45 pi, and the curved surface area for two hemispheres will be 25 pi. That is, the curved surface area for the capsule will be S1 plus S2, which is nothing but 45 pi plus 25 pi, which is nothing but 70 pi. Now we can put the value of pi as a 22 upon 7, because you can easily simplify the 7 with 7. Right? So 7 ones are, 7 tens are. The final answer will be 210 square millimeter. That is, the final answer is very much important, okay, because it carries half mark. Therefore, the surface area of the capsule will be 220 square millimeter. Done up to this? समझ में आ रहा है ये पूरा केस? Yes? Should we go for the next question then? Now we'll just go for some based on a solid which is consisting of a cylinder and core. Cylinder and core. See, again, one of the question A tank is in the shape of a cylinder surmounted by a conical top. If the height and diameter of the cylinder part are 2.1 meter and 4 meter respectively, and the slant height of the top is 2.8 meter, the slant height of the top is 2.8 meter, then find the area of the canvas used for making the tent. Also, find the cost of the canvas for the tent at the rate 5 per meter square. Note that the base of the tent will not be covered with the canvas. ये आपको भी पता होता है, correct? Because अगर आपको टेंट कंसीडर करना है तो सिर्फ आप ये सिलेंड्रिकल का जो भी रहेगा एंड ये सरमाउंटेड वाला कोन बट जब भी जितना आपका क्वेश्चन बड़ा रहता है उतने ही सारे वैल्यूज आपको गिवन रहते हैं सिर्फ समझ में आ रहा है क्या देखो हाइट आपको गिवन था डायमीटर आपको गिवन था डायमीटर आपके पास है मतलब आप आर का वैल्यू निकाल सकते हो नेक्स्ट केस इज दैट ऑलरेडी यू हैव द स्लैंट हाइट फॉर दैट कोनिकल पार्ट राइट सी as height of the cylinder part will be 2.1 meter and diameter will be 4 meter. Diameter will be 4 meter as well as the slant height of the top will be 2.8 meter. So we need to find out what will be total surface area of the tent, but this tent is made up of a cone and cylinder. As we have to find out what will be curved surface area, it means that the only case is that we have to find out what will be curved surface area for the cone and what will be curved surface area for the cylinder part, right? See. So here, total surface area of a tail is nothing but curved surface area of the cone, which is something like this, and curved surface area of the cylindrical part. Curved surface area for the cylindrical part. Something like this. Okay. So for that, we know that curved surface area for the cone is nothing but pi r l and curved surface area for the cylinder is nothing but 2 times pi r h. So you have the value of L, you have the value of H as well. पार्टी में जो आप चाहिए आप पुट कर सकते हो because you can see all the values are something 2.1, 2.8. So you can easily simplify with this 22 upon 7. The only part is that we have to find out what will be value of R. You have already the value for diameter of right as a diameter is given to you. The radius is nothing but half of the diameter, right? So as diameter is 4 meter, hence radius will be half of it, which is nothing but 2 meter. Done up to this. Now you have all the values which are required for finding out curved surface area of the cone as well as curved surface area of the cylinder. So we'll just go through it now. Curved surface area of the cone is nothing but pi r l. R will be 2 meter. Slant height will be for 2.8 meter. Hence, curved surface area of the cone will be pi into r is nothing but 2 meter into L is nothing but 2.8 meter. So curved surface area of the cone will be 5.6 pi square meter as well as curved surface area for the cylinder. Its formula will be 2 times pi RH. So 2 times pi RH will be 2 into pi into R is nothing but 2 meter again and H will be which is nothing but height of the cylinder part. It will be 2.1. So after simplifying this, you will get curved surface area for the cylinder will be 21.4 which is nothing but 8.45 meters square. So the only part is that we just have to add these curved surface area so that you will get total surface area required for that tent. And once you will get the total surface area, just multiply by the rate of per meter square. Total surface area of the tent will be S1 plus S2, but S1 or something 5.65 and S2 will be 8.45. So after adding these two, you will get 14 times 22 upon 7. 7 ones are, 7 twos are. So you get total surface area for this state will be 44 meters square. But the next question is that we have to find out what will be the cost of canvas. The cost of canvas is given to us that the rate will be 500 rupees per meter square. So if it will be 500 rupees per meter square, we just have to find out what will be the cost for 44 meters square. So answer will be 44 into 500. So its answer will be 22,000 rupees. Done up to this? You are supposed to draw such rough figures in your exam, okay? So that examiner like know that आपको ये क्या है अच्छे से समझ में आया कौन सी concept use कर रहे हैं. Done? Good. Can we go for the next question? Now we'll consider again a question based on cylinder and cone. But for now, question is something. From a solid cylinder whose height is 2.4 centimeter and diameter is 1.4 centimeter, a conical cavity of the same height and same diameter is hollowed out. Okay, hollowed out is nothing but आप cut out वाला part consider करने वाले. So conical cavity of the same height and same diameter is hollowed out. Then find the total surface area of the remaining solid to the nearest centimeter square. मतलब आपको approximate value निकालना है. देखो आपको जो find out करना है the question is related to surface area only. ये क्वेश्चन अगर आपका वॉल्यूम से रिलेटेड रहता तो फिर आप वॉल्यूम ऑफ दैट कोन ये जो भी पूरा पार्ट है या उसमें से सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देते. आज के लेक्चर में हम सारे सरफेस एरिया से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन देखने वाले हैं. Once we are done with this mixed type of all the question based on surface area, then go for volume type question. But for now आपको क्या समझ पार्ट क्या रहेगा कर्व सरफेस एरिया बिकॉज टोटल सरफेस एरिया इज नथिंग बट अगर आप ये अज्यूम करते हो ये जो भी पार्ट आपको दिया जाएगा सपोज आपको वो पेंट करना होगा तो आपको कौन कौन सा पार्ट कंसीडर करना है ये सिर्फ आप ध्यान दें. ठीक है. सो ऐसा कुछ कैविटी आपको कंसीडर करना था. देन व्हाट विल बी सरफेस एरिया. मैंने आपको क्या बोला है व्हेनेवर यू हैव टू फाइंड द टोटल सरफेस एरिया वन सपोज ऐसा कुछ सॉलिड आपके पास गिवन है यू जस्ट हैव टू पेंट इट. कंसीडर क्या करना होगा आपको ऑब्वियसली आप पेंट किससे करोगे. सबसे पहले ये जो आपके पास कोनिकल पार्ट सॉरी सिलेंड्रिकल पार्ट था उसका कर्व सरफेस एरिया आपको लेना पड़ेगा. जो भी ये अपवर्ड का है वैसे भी आप पार्ट से कंसीडर करने वाले थे मतलब वो पेंट करने की जरूरत नहीं है आपको. डन. बट ये जो भी कुछ कोनिकल पार्ट आपको दिखाई दे रहा है फॉर दैट कोनिकल पार्ट अगेन आपको कर्व वाला जो एरिया था वो पेंट करना पड़ेगा. मतलब फाइंड आउट क्या करना है the total surface area is nothing but कहाँ कहाँ पे आपको पेंट करना है. area of the base obviously then curve surface area of the cylinder ये consider करोगे and we just have to consider the curved surface area for this conical part. The curved surface area for the conical part because upward आपका जो भी कुछ पार्ट है वैसे भी आप कर्व करने वाले थे मतलब वहां पे पेंट कुछ जरूरत ही नहीं है. getting this one. So again एक बार अगर ये क्लियर हो जाता है आपको एक्चुअल में फाइंड आउट क्या करना है देन क्वेश्चन विल बी वेरी मच इजी फॉर यू because already you know what will be curved surface area for the cylinder, what will be curved surface area for the cone and all the cases. See, area of the base is nothing but ये जो base है it is nothing but a circle. तो circle का एरिया रहता है आपका pi r square. कितने बार हमने किया था that curved surface area for the cylinder will be 2 pi r h and curved surface area for cone will be pi r l. So now you have the value of h. So you have this value of h and you have the value for diameter. So based on it, first of all, we have to consider what will be the value of r? R is nothing but half of diameter, so it will be 0.7 centimeter. Next, for surface area for the cone, we have to find out what will be the value for the slanted edge. What will be the value of this slanted edge? But you can easily say that it is nothing but a right angle triangle where first side is nothing but radius of this cylinder, which is given as 0.7, and this side is given as 2.4 centimeters. So using Pythagoras theorem, we can say that L is nothing but square root of r square plus h square. Square root of r square plus h square. Hence, slant height will be square root of r square plus h square, where r is nothing but 0.7 square plus h is nothing but 2.4 bracket square. That is 0.49 plus 5.76. So it will be 6.25, but we know that 6.25 is nothing but 625. 625 आपका square रहता है 25 का. So its square root will be 2.5. That is slant height will be 2.5 centimeter. Done up to this. So now you have all the required values. You just have to put those values in this formula. So we can find out what will be the area, what will be the curved surface area, and all the other cases. See, as area of base of the cylinder is pi r square. So pi into r is nothing but 0.7. So 0.7 square, which will be 0.49 pi square centimeter. Curved surface area for the cylinder will be 2 times pi into r, which is nothing but 0.7, and h is nothing but 2.4. That is 0.14 pi into 2.4. And curved surface area of the cylinder will be, curved surface area for the cone will be pi rl, which is nothing but pi into 0.7 into l is nothing but, जो आपने find out किया था 2.5. That is 25, 1.75 pi square centimeter. So for the next case, we just have to add all those values so that you will get the total surface area for the required solid. That is S1 plus S2 plus S3. So 3.35 pi plus 1.75 pi plus 0.49 pi. So finally, its answer will be 5.6 pi. But again, we can see 7 8s is 56. So we can simplify this one. 7 1s are 7 0.8s are. So 0.8 into 22. So the required answer will be 17.6 square centimeter. So the total surface area for the remaining solid is nothing but 18 square centimeter. Done with this? Yes, everyone? Okay. Should we move on for the next question? Now, the question based on cylinder and hemisphere. The cylinder and hemisphere. See, what is the case? A wooden article was made by the scooping out a hemisphere from each end of a solid cylinder. मतलब दोनों साइड से आप क्या करने वाले हो वो Ritika, if height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter, if height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter and its base of the radius 3.5, then find out total surface area for the article. So again, जब भी total surface area consider करना है आप क्या देखोगे जो भी कुछ ये solid part आपके पास रहेगा अगर आपको करना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा obviously curve surface area for the whole cylinder curve surface area for the cylinder and 2 times curve surface area for the hemisphere. And already you have the value for R, value for H. So it is a very direct type question. Just put the values of R and H here. You will get required value. Curve surface area of the cylinder is nothing but 2 pi RH. So 2 times R will be 7. 7 into 10 into pi, that is 70 pi, will be the answer of curved surface area for the cylinder. and curved surface area for hemisphere 2 times actually. It is nothing but 4 times pi r square, that is 4 into pi into 12.25. So curved surface area of two hemispheres will be 49 pi square. So just add these two values so that you will get the required answer, that is 70 plus 49 pi. So the answer will be 119 pi, but again you can simplify this one. 7 ones are 7 17s are. So answer will be 374 square centimeter. Answer will be 374 square centimeter. ओके, समझ में आ रहा है ये? करना क्या है आपको, जब भी क्वेश्चन आपके रिलेटेड टू रहते हैं, हमेशा व्हाट विल बी द कर्व सरफेस एरिया और व्हाट विल बी द टोटल सरफेस एरिया, यू जस्ट हैव टू चेक दैट अगर वो जो भी कुछ सॉलिड है अगर वो आपके पास आता है, आपको वो करना है पेन, तो आप कंसीडर क्या करोगे, सिर्फ आपको यही देखना है उसमें से. ओके, नाउ we'll go for the next question. Yes. Now we'll just go with few questions based on what will be volume of the mixed figures. Okay? What will be the volumes of the mixed solid? So for this question, we are considering we have a cylinder and hemisphere. Okay, it is a very easy, good example, right? A gulab jamun contains sugar syrup up to about 30% of its volume. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट में ये आपको क्लियर हो रहा था दैट दिस क्वेश्चन इज बेस्ड ऑन वॉल्यूम. फाइंड approximately how much syrup would be found in 45 gulab jamuns, each shaped like a cylinder with two hemispheres, ends with the length 5 centimeter and whose diameter will be 2.8 centimeter. बहुत ही स्वीट टाइप का क्वेश्चन है, राइट? करना क्या है, देखो सबसे पहले कंसीडर करना जो सॉलिड आपको दिया गया था, इट इज मिक्स्ड विद अ सिलेंडर एंड टू हेमिस्फीयर. मतलब जिस टाइप से हमने वो कैप्सूल वाला क्वेश्चन किया था ना, हाउ स्वीट, राइट? ओके, सेम टाइप का रहेगा ऐसा कुछ. सो if we have to solve this type of question, the first thing is that ये जो solid आपको दिखाई दे रहा था, the mix is best with one cylinder and two hemisphere. But अगर volume से related question है, volume is nothing but जब आपको ऐसे question पूछे जाते हैं that what will be capacity of this, अगर आप total fill up करो तो कितना amount रहेगा and something like. So the length of one jamun is given as 5 centimeter and its diameter is given as 2.8 centimeter. Again, we have the value for diameter. So, using this, आपको radius क्या रहेगा ये find out करना है. So, for the volume of 45 gulab jamuns, we just have to calculate what will be value of one jamun, and which is nothing but consider क्या करना है, देखो that a cylinder and two pins and two hemispheres. So volume of a cylinder consider करना होगा as well as 2 times volume of the hemisphere. So volume of a one jamun is nothing but volume of the cylinder plus 2 times of volume of the hemisphere. But volume of the cylinder is given as volume is nothing but whatever will be the base. Just आपको consider करना है pi r square into h. Pi r square into h. And volume of the hemisphere. Volume of the hemisphere is nothing but volume of the sphere is given as 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So if we are talking about hemisphere, 2 times volume of hemisphere is same as 1 time volume of the sphere. So diameter will be 2.8, hence radius will be 2.5, sorry 2.8 upon 2, that is 1.4 centimeter. So now you have the value of r. The next part is that the height of the one jamun is given as a 5 centimeter. But now we just have to calculate what will be the height of this cylinder only. Correct? What will be the height of its cylinder only? It means that we just have to subtract the radius of hemisphere from this 5 centimeter. Hence, height of the cylinder is nothing but 5 centimeter minus 1.4 minus 1.4. So the answer will be 2.2 centimeter. Now you have the value of R, you have the value of H. You can easily go for the volume of one chamber. Volume of cylinder is nothing but pi R square, that is pi into 1.4 into 1.4 into 2.2. So volume of the cylinder will be 4.312 pi cubic centimeter. अब हम क्वेश्चन कर रहे थे सारे एरिया से, तब आप स्क्वायर सेंटीमीटर कंसीडर करोगे, बट नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाट विल बी वॉल्यूम ऑफ अ सॉलिड. So for that your unit should be in cubic centimeter, right? Volume of the hemisphere is nothing but 2 upon 3 pi r cube. So 2 upon 3 pi r is nothing but 1.4. So 1.4 into 1.4 into 1.4. So the answer will be something 5.488 upon 3 pi. It is just a volume of one hemisphere. Therefore, volume of a two hemisphere is nothing but 2 times of this. So after equating this, you will get 10.976 pi upon 3. So volume of a two hemisphere will be, we just have to divide the by 3. So you will get 3.66 pi cubic centimeter. Hence, volume of a one diamond is nothing but volume of the cylindrical part as well as volume of a two hemisphere. So it will be 4.312 pi plus 3.66 pi. Therefore, 7.972 times pi will be volume of a one gulab jamun. Now the question is that you just have to find out the approximately how much syrup would be found in 45 gulab jamuns. So for that, the first thing is that you just have to multiply this volume by 45, and after that consider 30% of it. So you will easily get the required answer. So you will easily get the required answer. Okay, fine. So the next one, the second part, sum based on cylinder and hemisphere. Okay. So the remaining part, volume of 45 gulab jamun is nothing but 45 times volume of a one gulab jamun. So it is given as something 7.972 pi. So 45 into this is nothing but we'll just put pi as a 22 upon 7. So after calculating this, you will get volume of a 45 gulab jamuns will be 1127.14 cubic centimeter. But we just have to find out what will be the approximate syrup would be found in that 45 grams. So just consider 30% of the total volume. So 30 upon 100 into this. So it will be 3 into 1127.14 upon 10. That is, the answer will be, required answer will be 338.14 cubic centimeter. That's it. Done up to this. I hope आपको समझ में आ रही है क्वेश्चन. जैसे मैंने आपको बोला है कर्व सर्फेस एरिया का कैसे आता है, तो सिर्फ आपको ये अर्जुन करना है. अगर आपको पेंट करना होगा तो किस वे से आप पेंट करोगे और आपका आंसर क्या रहेगा. एंड द सेकेंड केस इज दैट व्हेनेवर आपको क्वेश्चन मिलते हैं वॉल्यूम से रिलेटेड या फिर कैपेसिटी क्या रहेगा, टोटल सिरप कितना रहेगा उसमें, उस टाइप के, तो फिर कंसिडर करते हैं. A paint stand made of a wooden is in the shape of cuboid with four conical depressions to hold the base. The dimensions of the cuboid are 15 centimeter by 10 centimeter by 3.5 centimeter. The radius of each of the depression is 0.5 centimeter and depth is 1.4. Then find the volume of the wood in the entire stack. Then just find what will be the volume of the wood in the entire stack. Getting this one? क्वेश्चन किस टाइप का देखा है? डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था कि वॉल्यूम क्या रहेगा. सो जो टोटल क्यूबॉइड आपको दिखाई दे रहा है, द फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट वी हैव टू कंसीडर व्हाट विल बी वॉल्यूम ऑफ दिस क्यूबॉइड. एंड आफ्टर दैट ये जो सिमिलर के आपके पास फोर कोनिकल डिप्रेशंस रहेंगे, उसका जो भी कुछ वॉल्यूम रहेगा, वी जस्ट हैव टू सबट्रैक्ट इट फ्रॉम द टोटल. We just have to subtract it from the total. Are you getting this one? So for finding out what will be the volume of the whole cuboid, you should have the value of L, P, H. Already we have these values. The second case is that for finding out the volume of the conical part, for that again you should have the value of pi and h. So radius pi and h. As the dimension of the cuboid is given as 15 centimeter by 10 centimeter by 3.5 centimeter, and radius of each depression is given as 0.5 centimeter. So radius will be 0.5 and depth will be 1.4. Depth will be 1.4. So the required volume of the stand is nothing but volume of the cuboid minus volume of four cones. Volume of four cones. So किसी एक कोन का वॉल्यूम आप फाइंड आउट करो एंड जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई बाय 4. Volume of the cuboid is nothing but LBH, right? LBH and volume of the four cones. So for that, volume of the cone is given as 1 upon 3 pi r square h. 1 upon 3 pi r square h. We just have to multiply it by 4. So volume of the cuboid के लिए L, B, H का वैल्यू पहले से आपको पता है. वॉल्यूम ऑफ द कोन्स के लिए R का वैल्यू पता है, H का वैल्यू पता है. So we can easily start using the formulas. Volume of the cuboid is nothing but LBH. So 15 into 10 into 3.5, that is 15 into 35. So answer will be 525 cubic centimeter. Volume of the cuboid will be 525 cubic centimeter, and volume of the four cones will be 4 into 1 upon 3 into pi r square h, that is 4 into 1 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into r square into h. So after calculating this, you will get something like 7 ones are 7 twos are, and for this 22 into 22 fours are into 25 upon 3000. Right? That is the simplified value of volume of four cones will be 44 upon 30, which is nothing but 1.47 cubic centimeter. 1.47 cubic centimeter. Okay? Done with this? Hence, volume of wood in the entire stand will be 525 cubic centimeter minus 1.47. That is 525 minus this. So, the required answer, the final answer will be this. Volume of the wood in the entire stand is 5.23.53. Done up to this? समझ में आ रहा है? क्लियरली क्वेश्चन में दिया गया था वॉल्यूम क्या रहेगा. सो हमने का फॉर्मूला यूज किया. सबसे पहले हमने वॉल्यूम ऑफ द क्यूबॉइड चेक किया एंड वी आर जस्ट सबट्रैक्टिंग द वॉल्यूम ऑफ दिस कोन फॉर 4 टाइम्स. नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. A vessel is in the form of inverted cone. Its height is 8 centimeter and the radius of its top is open, which is nothing but 5 centimeter. It is filled with the water up to the brim when lid shorts, each of which is a sphere of the radius 0.5 centimeter, are dropped into the vessel. One-fourth of the water flows out. Then find the number of lid shots dropped into the vessel. फर्स्ट थिंग क्या है देखो जो भी आप ड्रीम तक ये पूरा लिक्विड हमने ये पूरा वाटर हमने फिलअप किया था ड्रीम तक किया था मतलब बिल्कुल भी जगह नहीं बिल्कुल भी कैपेसिटी उस कोनिकल शेप की जो एक भी कुछ पार्ट रहेगा वो उसमें रख सके जब आप लिड शॉट्स इसमें करते हैं पुट तो जो भी कुछ एक्स्ट्रा यहाँ पे रहेगा इट विल कम आउट फ्रॉम दिस कोनिकल वेसल सपोज ये कुछ आपने किया तो फिर टोटल जो आपको दिखाई दे रहा था जितने भी आप ये कोनिकल ड्रॉप इस पे करोगे तो फिर आपको ये मिल रहा था दैट ये जो फोर्थ इसका पार्ट रहता है वाटर का इट इज जस्ट ड्रॉपिंग आउट सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल वॉल्यूम ऑफ द वाटर डिस्प्लेस्ड इज सेम एज द वॉल्यूम ऑफ द सबमर्ज्ड बॉडीज वॉल्यूम ऑफ द सबमर्ज्ड बॉडीज ये जो बॉडी आपको मिल रहा है इट विल बी ऑफ दैट स्फेरिकल फिगर राइट so volume of the water flows out is nothing but 1/4 of the water so अगर आप n शॉट्स करते हो सबमर्ज्ड पे then volume of water flows out it's same as n times of जितने नंबर्स आप कंसीडर कर रहे हो वो वाले n times of volume of one lead shot and clearly बोला गया था that वो जो lead shot रहेगा it will be of this sphere जिसका रेडियस आपको गिवन था getting this one जो भी ये कोनिकल वेसल आपके पास है उसके लिए हाइट आपको पता थी r आपको पता है वो भी कर सकते हो एंड ये जो कुछ वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर फ्लोज आउट कहा गया था इट इज नथिंग बट 1/4 ऑफ द वाटर फ्लोज आउट मतलब जो टोटल वाटर रहेगा व्हिच इज नथिंग बट द टोटल वॉल्यूम ऑफ दिस कोनिकल वेसल क्वेश्चन समझने की कोशिश करो कैलकुलेशन तो आप इजीली कर सकोगे उसमें कुछ भी दिक्कत नहीं आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल क्या कहता है जो भी कुछ आपके पास कोनिकल वेसल था वो अपने ब्रीम तक पूरा फिल किया था मतलब बिल्कुल भी कैपेसिटी नहीं थी उस कोनिकल वेसल की बट अगेन वी आर जस्ट एडिंग और ड्रॉपिंग सम lit shots into it so that जो भी कुछ आपको ये वाटर फ्लोज आउट मिलने वाला था जो भी वॉल्यूम रहेगा इन सारे lit shots का उतनी क्वांटिटी का वाटर आपको कंसीडर करना होगा व्हिच इज 2 एंड वो भी क्लियरली दिया गया था दैट 1/4 of the water flows out hence n is nothing but volume of the water flows out upon volume of one lit shot so for that ये जो फ्लोज आउट वाला वाटर का वॉल्यूम था इट इज नथिंग बट 1/4 ऑफ द फिगर सो फॉर दैट आपको सबसे पहले वॉल्यूम ऑफ दिस कोनिकल स्फीयर कंसीडर करना है 1/4 ऑफ वॉल्यूम ऑफ द वाटर इन द कोन ये जो आपको इट इज नथिंग बट अ कोन जिसका वॉल्यूम रहता है आपका 1/3 ऑफ पाई आर स्क्वायर एच 1/3 ऑफ पाई आर स्क्वायर एच okay so we'll just put it here we know the value of r is given as 5 centimeter and h will be 8 centimeter so after putting the values of r and h you will get the volume of water flowed out will be 4 ones are 4 twos are that is 2 into 5 into 5 times 5 upon 3 so volume of water flows out will be 50 pi upon 3 cubic centimeter. But what we know that अगर आपको number of lead shots find out करने थे तो numerator की value तो आपको मिल गई थी. Now we have to find out what will be the value of denominator, which is nothing but volume of the one lead shot. And वो जो lead shot आपका रहेगा, it is a form of sphere. तो sphere का volume क्या रहता है 4/3 pi r cube. जिसके लिए r का वैल्यू गिवन था 0.5 सेंटीमीटर सो 4/3 पाई into 0.5 क्यूब बट 5 का क्यूब रहता है आपका 125 सो 0.5 का क्यूब रहेगा 0.125 आफ्टर सिंपलीफाइंग दिस यू विल गेट volume of one lid shot will be 0.5 pi upon 3. 0.5 pi upon 3. So just using this and these two, you will get the required answer here. Okay? Am I audible to you now? I think there was some technical issue. Okay. So using this and these two cases, you can easily find the value of n is given as 50 pi upon 3 divided by volume of a one shot is nothing but 0.5 pi upon 3. So division is nothing but multiplication of its inverse. 3 will get cancelled, 5 will get cancelled. The answer will be only 50 upon 0.5. 50 upon 0.5, which is nothing but 100. So the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel is nothing but 100. Getting this one? समझ में आ रहा है क्या देखो क्वेश्चन? क्या आपने कंसीडर किया? जो भी वॉल्यूम कंसीडर करने वाले थे, स्टॉक इज बेस्ड ऑन लीड. सी, a roller of a diameter 0.9 meter and length 1.8 meter is used to press the ground. Then find the area of the ground pressed by it in 500 revolution. ये ऐसा कुछ रहेगा आपका रोलर जिसका डायमीटर आपको बोला गया था 0.9 and the length will be 1.8. So radius will be 0.45 meter. Length is given as a 1.8. Correct? Area of the ground pressed by it is 500 revolution. तो सबसे पहले हम कंसीडर करते हैं कि 1 रिवॉल्यूशन में अब वो कितना एरिया कवर करने वाला है. ये आपको लाइन समझ में आ रही थी. सपोज हम ये कंसीडर करते हैं रिवॉल्यूशन का, आपको दिखेगा कैसे. अगर आप 1 रिवॉल्यूशन कंसीडर करते हो, इस पॉइंट तक हमने चेक किया था. We'll just check it once again. See, आप यहाँ से complete start up to this point. It is nothing but area of the ground pressed by one revolution. But question जो पूछा था, for that आपको 500 revolutions consider करने थे. It means that ये जो one time अगर आप consider करते हो, उसके लिए जो area रहेगा just multiplied by 500. Correct? And ये जो part आपका रहता है, it is nothing but area of the ground pressed in one revolution. It is nothing but curved surface area of the roller. Curved surface area of the roller. That is, curved surface area of the roller is nothing but 2 times pi r h. So already we have the value of r, which is nothing but half of the diameter, which will be 0.45, and h is given as 1.8. Hence, 2 times pi rh is nothing but 2 into 22 upon 7, or yes, it is given that take the value of pi as 3.14 into r is nothing but 0.45 into h, which will be 1.8. So 2 into 314 into 18 to this. So area of the ground pressed in one revolution is 5.0868 square centimeter. But we have to discuss what will be the area of the ground pressed by it in 500 revolutions. So just multiply it by 500. 500 into area of the ground pressed in one revolution. Are you getting this one? Clear हो रहा है ये? So 500 into 5.0868. So after calculating this, obviously, as there are two zeros, so the decimal point will for the next two steps, and again 5 exam will be there. So your answer will be 2543.4 square centimeter. क्लियर हुआ था क्या? देखो क्वेश्चन. रिवॉल्यूशन इज नथिंग बट ऑब्वियसली जो भी रोलर रहता है वो सिर्फ कितना ही पार्ट उसका रहेगा ना, मतलब जो वन टाइम रिवॉल्यूशन अगर आप कंसीडर करते हो, देन इट इज सेम एज अ कर्व सरफेस एरिया फॉर दिस रोलर. इट इज सेम एज कर्व सरफेस एरिया ऑफ द रोलर. डन अप टू दिस? ये समझ में आ रहा है आपको? क्लियर हो रहा है इतना? यस. There is a one more question based on such type. See, a solid iron pole consists of a cylinder of height 220 centimeter and base diameter 24 centimeter, which is surmounted by another cylinder of the height 60 centimeter and radius will be 8 centimeter. Then find the mass of the pole given that 1 cubic centimeter of iron has approximately 8 gram mass. तो सबसे पहले आप यहाँ पे क्यूबिक ये यूनिट देख पा रहे हो. अगर आपको क्यूबिक यूनिट दिखाई दे रहा है इट मींस दैट ऑब्वियसली आपको वॉल्यूम कंसीडर करना है. एंड जो वॉल्यूम टेक इट विल बी फॉर टू सिलेंडर्स. जो ये लार्जर सिलेंडर जो बेस सिलेंडर आपको दिखाई दे रहा था फॉर दैट रेडियस सॉरी डायमीटर विल बी 24 hence radius will be 12 and height is given as 220 centimeter. For the smaller one or the surmounted one, for that height is given as a 60 and radius is 8. सो 1 क्यूबिक सेंटीमीटर का अगर मास रहता है 8 ग्राम का तो आपको फाइंड आउट करना है तो रहेगा क्या. क्यूबिक सेंटीमीटर आपके पास दिखाई दे रहा है मतलब आपको वॉल्यूम फाइंड आउट करना है. सो टोटल वॉल्यूम क्या रहेगा ये आपको करना था चेक. वॉल्यूम ऑफ द बिगर सिलेंडर प्लस वॉल्यूम ऑफ द स्मॉलर वन plus volume of the smaller one. But we know that volume of the cylinder is nothing but pi r square h. Pi r square h. So for that ये जो two आपके पास cylinders थे दोनों के लिए height तो आपको given है. Diameter का यूज करके आपको radius find out करना है for the bigger one. Bigger one के लिए आपको base क्या मिल रहा था which is nothing but 24. मतलब r क्या रहेगा half of 24 so it will be 12 centimeter and h is given as a 220. Hence, volume of the bigger cylinder will be pi into 12 into 12 into h. So, after calculating this, you will get volume of the bigger cylinder will be 31,680 cubic centimeter as well as volume for the smaller cylinder will be pi r 2 square into h, that is pi into radius for the smaller cylinder which is given as 8 centimeter and its height will be 60. So pi into 8 into 8 into 60. After solving this, you will get the volume of the smaller cylinder will be 3845. So we just have to add these two volumes so that you will get volume or weight of the whole solid. Hence, volume of the pole will be 31,680 plus 3,840 pi. So the total volume of the pole will be 35,520 pi centimeter square. Okay. So total will be this. We have to find out what will be its weight. So just cross multiply. So you will get that mass of the pole will be 8 into 35,520 pi. So we have to use pi as a 3.14. So for the last step, we'll just put the value of pi as a 3.14. Hence, its value will be 8,92,262.4 grams. It is in the grams. Okay. Done with this? समझ में आ रहा है? Clear हो रहा है? अब find out जो करना था आप kg में भी कर सकते हो. We know that 100 grams is equal to 1 kg. So just divide it by 1000. You will get the mass of the pole in kgs, which is nothing but 892.2624 kilograms. Done with this? आज के लेक्चर में हमने क्या किया था सबसे पहले हम अज्यूम कर रहे थे whenever there will be a question based on surface area और कितना एरिया कवर करना है एंड सो आपको चेक क्या करना है फॉर दैट केस जो भी कुछ आपके पास ऐसे मिक्स टाइप के सॉलिड्स रहते हैं जस्ट अज्यूम दैट वो अगर आपको करने हैं पेंट अगर उसका आप मिनिएचर कंसीडर करते हैं वो आपको करने हैं पेंट तो आपको कहाँ कहाँ पे कलर लगाना पड़ेगा यूजिंग दैट आपको वो कर्व सरफेस एरिया के लिए क्या यूज करना है, टोटल सरफेस एरिया किसका यूज करना है, ये समझ में आ जाएगा. एंड व्हेनेवर देयर विल बी क्वेश्चन बेस्ड ऑन वॉल्यूम, या तो क्लियरली आपके पास, जैसे कि क्वेश्चन में देखो आपको क्यूबिक सेंटीमीटर ऐसा कुछ दिखाई दे रहा था, डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे, या फिर आपको कैपेसिटी के बारे में पूछा जाएगा, या फिर आप कुछ फुलफिल करने वाले थे बेस्ड ऑन इट आपको कंसीडर करना. ओके, getting this one? So this is all for today's session. In the next session on Tuesday, we'll just go with the remaining question based on surface area and volume. Okay, thank you.